Hi, this is Abid from Abid Financials. I am CPA Chartered Accountant and provide accounting bookkeeping services to my worldwide clients. Today, I shall teach you how to create profit and loss account in Excel using pivot table functions in the Excel or spreadsheets. It's very beneficial for those business owners who want to do their bookkeeping in the Excel and they do not want to share their private data into the online accounting software, or they cannot afford any subscription for online accounting software like a QuickBooks Online, Xero, Books, Wave, and other softwares in the market. It's also useful for those who want to start their career in the bookkeeping and accounting. The many clients ask them to create the profit and loss account in the Excel. They only provide you the PDF bank statement. So I shall teach you step by step how you will convert your PDF bank statement into the Excel and how you will rearrange the data so you will be able to create your profit and loss account in the Excel or in the spreadsheets. So it's very beneficial. Please watch this video at the end and let's start how to create the profit and loss account in the Excel.
New sheet is open here. Now this I am going to create the profit and loss account on this sheet. In the first, I shall write column name that would be the bank account. In the second column would be date, and the third column would be description. Next one would be amount, and the next one I shall write type. The last one would be the category. Okay. Your company may have more than one checking or saving accounts, so their information should not be messed up. So the bank account should be right there. I have two bank accounts. The first one is checking. Let me check there. Okay, and this is the simple format you need to create for creating profit and loss accounts. And now, what is the next step? The next step is you shall go to your banks and download your bank statement. If it is available in the CSV format, it would be well and good. You may have your checking account in this format, or if you do not have it in a CSV or Excel format, you need to convert them into the CSV format. How to convert online PDF into the Excel? Please watch my video here. This is a link. I have already created a detailed video how you will convert your PDF statement into the Excel format. So after watching that video, you will be able to create your PDF format into this CSV or Excel version, no problem. Okay, I have converted this checking account. This checking account is 4301. In the previous video, how to upload the bank transactions into QuickBooks, I have explained each and everything. So I have got that data. And now this is date, transaction details, debit and credit. First of all, I shall copy this name and go there. This is, I have written bank account number, and now I shall copy the data and paste there. This is date format and debit and credit. Okay, I shall copy it and paste there. Okay, it is, and I shall drag it. Okay, so I shall just copy and paste here. This is our checking account data, and this is our date, and I shall close this one, or just this one. Okay, this is description, and here we should need to something keeps in mind which are very necessary, and the debit and credit amount should be in a one column. It would be very easy for us to create the profit and loss account. We are using the pivot tables. So here I want to create a rule that the debit amount then means the expenses would be in negative, and the credit amount means that you receive the payment in your account. It may be your income or your transfer or other things, so it would be written in a positive. So this is very important to create the profit and loss account for this one. So here I have copied the data, and these are our debit amounts. So I shall edit them. I have selected this cell and press the F2, and now in the start I shall write the negative sign. So I shall repeat here again, and Now there is an other easy way I shall also will discuss later. So these are our debit amounts, so these are credit amounts. I shall cut and paste here, and this is also positive amount, and cut and paste here. Okay, so it's completed. Now I have another account. You may have only one account, 2 3, but in my case I am giving you an example of 2 checking accounts here. So my second account is here. I shall copy the data. So this one is my another account. I shall select this data, copy and paste here. Sorry. Okay. So their format is very different. So I shall select these one and these 3 cells and go to here. This is a bush format painters. I select this one and I shall go there and select all these one. This format shall be paste here. So all the format is aligned here. So I shall write here checking account. What is their checking account? 9125. So I shall write checking 9125. Okay, so we can get the report on the basis of banks also. So I am going there. So all the data is aligned here. So here I shall also follow this rule. Debit amount, expenses amount should be negative, and the credit amount should be the my another. This is 9125 data starting here. These are positive, it means these are income, and these are negative. Okay, these are expenses. So here all the data has been pasted here with a good format. I have reorganized them. So now what is the step? Is allocate them their types, whether these are income, expenses, what are these kind of things. So here I shall I should write here income and expense. Income, and this is negative expense. But here one thing I shall add here before the income I shall write 01 dash. For the expenses I shall write 02 dash. Okay, it would be very good for us for creating the pivot table, and it will sort out in our creating the profit and loss accounts. So here I shall allocate one by one. I show you the 2 way how you shall allocate these things when you have a lot of transactions here. Now this is expense. I shall copy it and paste here. This is negative, and this is positive. Here I shall copy income account and paste here. This is one thing you may allocate one by one. There is another way how you can do this one. You shall select this one and filter the data. I am sharing you the second way how you will allocate the type of the data. You shall filter it, press this filter one, or there is a shortcut. You shall select these data. You shall press Control Shift L. I have pressed this. Filter is filter unlock, and now I shall press again Control Shift L. So the filter option is here, and here how you will allocate the type or the thousands of transactions in 1 second. So here you shall select the filter and select here negative amount. Here negative and positive amount. So how I shall go there number filter, and does not equal greater than. I shall select greater than and only 1, greater than 1. Then it would be only sort out our income or credits transactions in Excel. So for this one I shall copy and paste this one. Okay, that's done. Now I shall unfilter it and go to the number format. Now I shall select less than 1 or 0. You may select anything. I shall select less than 1. It's okay. Now it will only filter out the transactions which are our expenses, because we have allocated a sign of negative for all our expenses. So I shall select this one and select all these data and Control V, paste all things. So our the second step is done for allocating our types to the data. Okay, now I shall unfilter this one, select all, so it would select all the items in the our sheet. Okay, now it's very important. This is the second last step. We need to allocate the category, right category to all these incomes and expenses. You may allocate one by one, or you may just sort out the first income, then allocate their category, and then sort out their expenses and allocate the category. Now I shall select here transfer from the shares. This is a description of the amount 13.12. So this is basically transfer from the others account. So I shall reconsider consider it transfer from shares. The owners have shared some amount here, so it's not an income, it's like a transfer. I shall write here 03 and transfer. Category, there is, I shall select transfer because it's transfer between the account. If you have any confusion, you may ask your client because this is transfer from your other accounts. If he says that it is income that he received in other account and transfer in this account, then you may write here, for example, in our case, the client said that it's income, so I shall change the type of type here income and select the category like sales income here. Okay, if he is selling a product and the services, and there are the many services he is offering, so you may also categorize the different categories like it is consultancy income. Okay, and this is the second one. This is POS debit business card Google source, Google G Suite. So google.com, it is like a expense, and I shall write here subscription. Okay, the next one is Upwork payment. So first of all, you should know the nature of your expenses, which kind of services or product they are offering to the customers. I assume that my client offered the services to the clients, so he get the help from different freelancer of Upwork for his business. So this is Upwork payment, and I shall consider it as a like a contractor expense, designer or bookkeeper or accountant, any kind of expense he may allot to this one. In our expenses, I shall write this is their contractor expense, contractor payment by Upwork. Okay, and this is Upwork, and if you see there are many payments in the Upwork for this one, and you want to save your time, then you will select here Upwork, and it will automatically select all our Upwork payment here. This is Upwork I have selected here. Now I shall just copy it and paste all in all these cells. Okay, now I shall unfilter it, so it will save my time to allocate these things. The next one is web file text payment. So it is taxes, it's expense. Next one is PO orkbun.com. Search this terms on the Googles, or you may ask from your client what is this kind of payment. So I assume that this orkbun.com is our like a subscription payment, this one, and this is also your subscription. Okay, you may as per discretion you may write here the software subscription or other kind of expenses you may modify from the. This is from shares dividend, so it's a dividend income you may write dividend, or I shall write here other income. Okay, it's up to you. The next one is deposit sale. You may write consultancy income or just sales. Okay, and now these transactions are from our checking 9125 accounts, so these transactions were from 4307. So this is the next one, the credit for the disputed. Here this is a whole description. There is a some very important word which may give you the clue what kind of these things. So provisional credit for disputed. If you are not sure about any transaction, you may ask it from your client. So this is income. I may just say that this is my consultancy income. Okay, and this is what is this debit card purchase at Mint Mobile. It's mobile, so it would be our telephone expenses. Next one is web initiated payment at Discover, e-payment, credit card payment. So it's credit card payment. Normally there are two conditions for the credit card payments. If these payments are for business credit card, So it would be our expenses. If it is for personal credit card payment, then it would be owner draw. It would be considered as a owner draw. So in our case, we assume that it's the payment for the business credit card account, so I shall treat it as a credit card payment. The correct way is you should extract the data from the credit cards and categorize all those transactions, but in our case we assume that we do not have any excess of the credit cards transactions, so their ultimate month-end payment we shall consider as a credit card payment, or you may consider as a office expense or other kind of things. It's up to you. This is in Google Suites, and this is software subscription. I should write here subscription. This is Alliance Virtual. This is Alliance Virtual is an office rent, virtual office rent. Now we have completed all our categories, so now it's time to create a profit and loss accounts from this data. So the last step for this one, we have completed the extraction of the data, allocating their types and the category. Now it's time to create a profit and loss account by using the pivot table. No problem here. We may just select this one here, and now I shall select the pivot table. Okay, now it has selected our given criteria. It's asking from at existing sheet. If I select the existing sheet, it will create here table here, but I want to create in another subsheet here. This is a subsheet, so I shall click new worksheet and click OK. Now it have created the pivot table here. It's time to arrange the our heads to show in their rows and the columns. So how we can do this one? We need our category on the row sides, so I shall select first of all type. It would be here in the rows section. Okay, and next I need, that is category. I shall also select here income and categories. Okay, and then expenses. Okay, now which amount I want to show the amount at the value table. I shall select the amount here. It automatically selected here. So here, this is a detail of our income. It has automatically sum up all our income. This is consultancy income, other income, and the sales. Okay, this is their sales, and sales total is here, and this is expenses total 3442, and the detail is here, bank charges, contracted, and all these one, and all these are our owner draws. Okay, owner draws means these are personal expense. These are not our personal expenses. If the owner consider it as a their business income, then it would be automatically our gross profit. Okay, this is income, and this is expense, this is owner draws, and this is net profit. How 1473 was created, I just want to show this one. This is income, and this is expense, and this is so income minus expenses minus owner draw. This is created 1473.21, but you want to say that I want to exclude the owner draw, so I shall re-add it, because there is a two-way. You may just write this owner draw and add this profit one. I have created a formula 1473 this cell plus 456 add back, and it will show our net profit here 1929 there. So this is our net profit, and in this way you can create your profit and loss accounts in the Excel format, and on these basis you may create all these profit and loss accounts on the monthly basis, on the yearly basis. So this is a main basic function. You may use it. Watch my all videos on my channel, and if you consider it is very helpful for you, please subscribe my channel, share with your friends, and connect with me for the more learning. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.